Welcome back to our series of videos, Do You Know What to Do? In fact, this is really episode 2 of the fabric protection video. It was 8 days ago that we protected this cushion here with fabric protection on one side and the other side we didn't. You can see that still some wine did get through to the side that was protected. And on this side we didn't protect at all. You can clearly see the difference. Now we chose 8 days for 2 particular reasons. One, we know that you're busy. Work, possibly school, maybe kids, whatever the case may be, we know you're busy. And as well, it gave time for the wine to set into the cushion. So we have a particular product here tonight. We're going to see if we can remove the wine from the cushion on the protected side and maybe on the other side as well. And also we want to be able to tell those who do not know the difference between a spot and a stain. So let's get started and let's see if it works. Now our next move is we're going to take the cushion out of the cover. We're going to use the product that we chose to remove the wine from this side. You want to remove it out of the cover because this particular product requires some rinsing. And any wine that might have gotten through can wick. And wicking is the same thing as with an oil lamp when you light the lamp and the oil climbs up the wick to be burned. Well, the same thing with anything that got through to your cushion, wine, liquid beverage, Coca-Cola, whatever it may be. When the evaporation takes place, and if you were to rinse your cushion and water gets through and goes to where let's just say it's wine or Coca-Cola, that goes underneath, then when it starts to wick, it's going to pull up the Coca-Cola or wine that is in your cushion. And you're going to see the stain again. So that's called wicking. So let's remove the cushion from the cover. And when you remove a cushion from a cover, hold this area here so you don't rip your zipper. Now the slide's on this side, but I'm just giving you a demonstration. It's easier for you to see. Hold it with your fists like this on each side, like that. Here's the slide in, like this. Because if it's tight, which this one isn't, you can easily break your zipper. So hold it with your fists like that until you work it off. Now, last video, 8 days ago on the fabric protection video, we put this extra piece of fabric in there. And this is what got through on the side that was not protected from the fabric protection. This represents what would have gotten through to your cushion. So wicking could take place if you rinsed with your cushion still in the cover. So what we're going to do next is we're going to prepare to remove the wine from the cover with the product that we chose tonight. So let's see how it works out. Now what the directions told us to do was drop a few drops of the cleaner on the affected area. It said you can use a brush or just a white cloth. So I have an old toothbrush here. I'm just going to rub that in to that area. And it says as well that you can wipe it up with a damp cloth. Or rinse it and blot the excess water up. We're going to work it through here and adding a little bit of water for rinsing purposes, and it says just blot it up. press down on here to have it absorb into your cleaning cloth. Let's try a little bit more. Now they say the key to removing anything on a piece of fabric is to be gentle with it. So if you have a delicate fabric, do not use a brush. Just use a piece of cloth. And the other key is persistence. To keep working until you finally get it out. Make sure you're not destroying the fabric by any heavy rubbing or brushing. I'm going to rinse it a little bit more. I'm trying not to use too much water, if I can help it. You can also use, if you have one, is a wet vac. They work great. Just use the nozzle and just keep it tilted a little bit and pull this water out of the fabric. They say it's important to get the cleaner out of the fabric as much as you possibly can. Now I'm going to speed dry this with a hair dryer. And let's see what happens. Let me hook up the hair dryer. Here you can see I'm applying the second application of the cleaner, and I was getting a buildup, so I wanted to rinse it very well. The directions said to make sure you rinse it thoroughly, so I believe this is very thorough here. Now let's try the side that wasn't treated with the fabric protection. Well, as you can see, we're not having that much success in getting this out. This is the untreated side, and you can see it has actually a color of green in it. Now the treated side did much better, but it does have a bit of shadowing there. I don't know if you can see that or not, but that is where the wine was. Now we treated this with Scotchgard, so it did do better in trying to remove the wine, but the untreated side, no, not at all. That's a failing grade, no doubt. Now the product we use is Amidex, and we've had success in the past using this product, but we've never used it on red wine, and you see the results. So unfortunately, we're going to have to give, even though we had some success on the Scotchgard treated side, we're going to have to give this a D- when it comes to removing red wine. So with this product, you can see we're not going to recommend it to remove wine. We've had success in the past, as I mentioned, with removing other things, but the red wine, no. Well, this tells us one thing. We know the difference between a spot and a stain. This here, on the untreated side, is definitely a stain. A spot can be removed, hence it's not a stain. So the old adage is true. An ounce of prevention, Scotchgard, is worth more than a pound of cure. We hope you enjoyed the video. Please look for the other episodes coming up and go to urbancastlesolutions.com for more ideas of how you can change your furniture to your own style.